handful of tools to start off a fight, and I think the Gangplank ultimate from downtown is going to do quite nicely to help out Excel in the mid game where
Kadrill didn't know he was there. He's going to come up towards this top side. Cabochard looking to get the ward in the bush. The Thundering Smash is available. The stun comes out. Cabo's going to flash underneath this turret and manages to survive. But does have to burn that summoner. And Kadrill will find there are no Krugs here, but he can force Cabochard away. Does still have his flash. There we are, looking for the flash damage here. The channel comes out, but he's stunned out of it. And Kadrill will get back. Engine's on his way. He's going to try and get hooked down. Lvov catches out Torre. Torre does have the heal. Going to use it early on for movement speed. Lvov with the lantern to get Comp out of there. And a barrage coming out as well, but Excel are standing in it. Vitality able to shepherd themselves back into the jungle. Looks like they should escape for now. Kadrill still on the chase. Looking to try and get onto NG. There's the Winter's Bite for the slow, but a good hook will stop the Thundering Smash. Kadrill will have that back line as Lvov's actually going to check into him. Good control ward there. Making sure that he didn't get spotted early on. Comp going to get locked down here. The Flash Lantern won't be there in time. TP comes in as Vitality want a little bit more of this action. It's Cabochard and Melita, and they're trying to catch out Patrick. Patrick played back, ignited, and he's stuck in the box. The Shockwave comes out with a good hook from Lvov. Will catch out Torre as well. Plates fall, and Patrick will chunk that one away. It's going to be a 2,500 gold lead for, well, 2,300 gold lead for Excel right now, and a pretty commanding position this game.
So here's the thing is, like, yes, the gold definitely in Excel's favor. They've got themselves Thrift Herald too, so like in theory they're going to be able to use that to break a mid lane turret, and bot lane is very low too. So Excel definitely in control of itemization and gold and whatnot, because right now it doesn't necessarily feel like it, you know, as Melita's still waiting to finish off that Trinity Force, and items looking very good for Excel.
Cabo's just been locked up here. The Shockwave comes out as well. He tried to go the greedy way towards the turret, and he pays for it with his life. That tower's going to fall as well as Patrick jumps forward. One more auto is enough. That Sion is away.
Yeah, also Kryze hasn't been walking into mid lane randomly in her mana, but then you look at what Excel have, and you have, you know, the Stone Plate in the bot lane, Righteous Glory in the jungle, 2 items everywhere else. It's Excel's fight to win.
It is, and they're going to jump in straight away as they look for the fight. Lvov so low. Special going to get packaged though, and Melita snipes him off in the backline. Patrick trying to do what he can here. As he jumps onto Comp, he gets him! Patrick with the aggressive plays. Lvov has to flash away, and now NG's running for the wins, trying to get back into his jungle where he was safe before, but Kadrill, the 1,000-pierced bear, will chase him down. Kryze has TP, he needs to join this fight soon. That Baron's going to be ticking down really quickly here. We'll see as Cabochard starts to join the fight. Torre tanking on the front line, puts up the Unbreakable, is able to survive as he jumps out. And the Baron
aware of that, because their read of the situation was, hey, Kryze picks up the mid wave, then walk back down bot lane. Kryze, that was the first time this tried to save this turret, but I don't even know if Cabochard's able to. Kryze just walks up and almost knocks that sucker down.
He's got the Demolish as well, helping him out a huge amount, taking those turrets. Mid tier 2 is under siege as well as Kadrill steps just around the corner. Patrick takes a lot of damage as he is forced away, but the tower falls in the top lane. Bot lane is the target here for Special. Has to flash away from the hook, he just about survives. Comp used the arrow there as well.
And this is why I don't love that Excel are trying to play all 3 lanes at the moment, because they're opening up engage options towards Vitality. Here they go.
Stormbringer coming in. I'm not sure the turret was caught once again. NG underneath the tower will get taken out. The tower then falls. Torre puts up the Unbreakable once again. A Special comes in towers by himself, pulling all of Vitality over. But there's the third.
It was all a ruse. It was all a ruse for Excel. Great use of that first Baron.
We'll just look to try and take his tower in the top lane. That's 3 turrets for Vitality.
But not quite enough to overtake Kryze. Now we've got to play in the bot lane.
You can see Cabochard and NG trying to fight this one. The Subjugate comes down. Melita, I could have taken package and been here a little bit earlier, but I think they're still going to be able to chase down Kryze pretty easily here.
Yeah, but they're going to lose an inhibitor for this. Maybe even 2. It's taking them forever. Look at the man just running away. Look at the move speed. It's too nuts. He can even ult and flash.
Look at the move speed. Look at the plays. Kryze is touching everything. He flashes. He gets the oranges. And Melita doesn't have the package. The cannon barrage going to slow him down. Oh, Kryze. Oh. Get your Pepe laughs out in chat, because this is an oh no moment here for Vitality. They lose mid inhib. They're going to lose top inhib. They lose the fight in a 4v1. He's going to TP out. He's going to TP out. He's going to Flash Lantern the pillar. Special was trying to pick up some moves there from Kryze, but couldn't do it.
That he does visit that bottom lane for the wave, and with 3 members of Excel recalling.
Control ward in the bush. Now Cabochard will spot it out, but that Baron already down to 5,000. There's no jungler here. There's no Kadrill here. Vitality get the Baron, and they get the hook as well. They don't want to fight this, though. They just want to get out with as many Baron buffs as they can. Cabochard face planted once again with his unstoppable onslaught there, but he might just be sacrificed. It looks like Vitality might take the fight though. Torre oversets, he goes down. The Shockwave! Oh, Special! That was a sombrero! And I think we are starting to see some cracks Some
But
mistakes.
Medic Cryz's
Lane down towards this bottom lane. Now, they don't have any
Wait
inhibitor
a
towers
second.
left. They have none.
Oh no. Oh, I'm actually really worried.
And XL, well, currently they're just trying to wait out this Baron buff. It's still got about a minute left, and they really can't do anything about Vitality constantly pushing in. Teleport coming in from Cryz as well. XL want this fight.
Okay, so Cryz wants to be here at the start of the fight, which I do like. Here comes the arrow from Comp, but it gets immediately cleansed.
Kadral.
Torre sitting on that
Kadral's
one.
not in a good position. He's going to jump in, but he might already be dead. Melita can't quite get the auto off now, and Torre's going to step forward. Patrick doing a lot of work. He's dodging around as much as he can, but that was a lot of damage on Kadral. He's going to have to get back to base, and here comes the train of pain, and Cabochard might be taking the train straight back towards the fountain. Torre too tanky right now. Go on, Cabo, chase him down. He's away from respawning. Melita's going to try and heal himself back up as Kadral gets the dragon. Infernal Soul now sits on them. The True Shot Barrage has been dodged. Comp doing what he can, but he doesn't really have too much mana on this Ashe. Torre stepping to the front line now. He doesn't have the gargoyles. One more order from that Ranger's Quiver will be enough. Gets him down, but Patrick jumps forward. That's the shutdown onto Comp. Melita jumped on by Special, but the hook comes out. Special still gets the shutdown. Lebrov's gonna fall as well. Chased out by Special. Cryz gets another, and XL find the fight they were looking for.
In a 5.5-year-long fight in that bot lane, River XL finally come out on top. I think they might just be able to end the game right here. Cabo's trying to hold on for his life. He's going to try and pull a Cryz running away from the action, but the difference is his team's base is going down this time.
That's like 40 seconds left on any respawn here. The only thing Cabo can hope is that he keeps the minions away, but I think XL are just going to tank up the Nexus towers. It was a back and forth game. Vitality fought tooth and nail to try and get back on into this one, but I think XL finally found the fight they were looking for. They find the ace at the end, and they will find their third win in the LEC.
Big win there for
In the Galio in the mid lane for Abbedagge alongside Renekton top, and it's going to be Aatrox top for Arome, we expect.
Oh no, I really don't like how Schalke have gone for the rest of this draft. I mean, they have options to try and play through bot lane. Fully stacked Fury there on the Renekton. Now we'll see Gilius on the ward, and Shadow is trying to come up here to try and save him, but it might be too little too late.
The Ruthless Predator stun lands, and there is the Sonic Wave. First Blood comes in. Abbedagge doesn't even need to assist Gilius, though. Straight into the face of Shadow, and the bear is the word as Shadow flashes forward, swipes one more claw.
So substantially. Varus needs to be paired with more AP champions than other ADCs because he is so much more hard countered by...
Here we go, Ender. It's going to happen.
I'm waiting.
It's going to happen.
I'm waiting. Here we
Sonic
go.
Wave in with the kick. Gilius flash kicks him back, and here comes Odoamne, the Galio from downtown. A heroic entrance for Abbedagge. And a heroic, they were pretty much even with Origin through the early portion of the game, and then the game just got away from them. And here comes the final chapter. Neon got a flash away early. There's the death charge, but the Stormbringer coming in, and Dreams misses the hook on the bear, but the teleport will bring Odoamne to the fore as he looks to try and catch out Shadow. And Shadow is sent to...
I think Schalke are going to be favored at this time in the game, so Madline's gonna, just toss that one over towards Schalke.
Joke, by the way, I'm just prefacing that for Twitch chat before they say Medic says G2 AD carries are bad. I mean, they're going through so many AD carries other than new TSM. That's the big question I want to ask. But the final chapter comes out as Abbedagge is forced away here. Shadow's going to do a lot of damage, and the Shockwave misses, but the final slap from the bear will get the kill.
Well, I will say the Volibear-Yuumi combination a little bit better than yours and Comedy. Now, I think that showed
I just don't
exactly
understand it, Ender. I just don't understand Comedy. Yuumi fall behind from where she used to be, right? Like, you expect to lose lane into Varus Nautilus anyway. You're going to get pushed out early on.
They are here with mid lane control. Want to see that Herald go down. That's going to force someone from Madlines over to check it, but so...
In goes Shadow. Stopwatch used by Abbedagge to try and keep himself alive. The route onto Humanoid on the back line. He's kicked back into the team and straight into the face of Neon. Good play from Gilius to find the man that
play on him a couple minutes ago. They then drop down the Rift Shield and get themselves this Ocean Drake. Shadow, and then... Wow. So he uses Shadow as the taxi there into the Warthog.
Complete on Neon. Proto Belt into Zhonya's on his way for Abbedagge. Blade of the Root. Don't know, Ender.
Oh,
They don't know. But it's Shadow. He runs forward and Shadow's going to try and get onto him. He stuns him. Oh, Gilius. Oh, no. He gets caught out as Humanoid takes him down. Gilius saw his moment. He saw the opportunity to try and catch someone out, but Shadow was there with a thundering smash with pause to think about what he wanted to do and pause to make the stun work. Shadow will be able to secure the dragon. The Ocean Soul is stopped for the moment, and Kazi isn't done yet. He jumps forward to Dreams, the final chapters. Going to root him up as well, but the True Shot Barrage comes out. Odoamne exhausted straight away. Shadow jumping in with the Stormbringer, and the chase is on. Odo caught up here as the hero's entrance comes down. Chauka just trying to disengage as Mad Lions continue on the chase. Humanoid's signature pick this split is pretty darn devastating if we can get any time to put some damage down.
Now Kaiser has also got himself Mikhail's Crucible.
Oh, humanoid.
On
Gilius going for it.
Okay.
Oh, he can't quite get him for the kick. He kicks him in the wrong direction. Dreams hooks a minion. Oh, the Wolves are on Mad Lion's side. And right now, Schalke trying to find this fight, but Humanoids are forced out towards the back of it, and here comes Arome from the side. Abbedagge has to flash away. Dreams caught up in the midst of the Mad Lions. And Kaiser takes the kill. Prowling Projectile will chase Odoamne out. Tries to get back in with the blade of the Rune King for the movement speed. Will use the slice, doesn't have the dice, and Shadow finds the connection. He goes gold and saves his own life. As Schalke run back to the safety of their tower, Mad Lions will turn their eyes towards Baron. Helping out just a little bit here. Gilius looking for the steal, has the smite, but disengaged from Mad. They jump straight onto Neon. Kazi, he's found his prey, and the hero's entrance will just catch him on the side. Abbedagge quite tanky right now, but the taunt isn't going to do too much. Gilius jumping in. Oh, he could jump onto Kazi, hit the Sonic Wave, but he doesn't follow it up, and now Dreams is on the front line. He's dead as well. Teleport coming from an Odoamne, but you're chasing a losing battle. You're throwing just the game pretty much right here as Odoamne tries to get onto Kazi. You just can't catch anyone. Mad Lions are too powerful right now, and Schalke continue to run face first into the meat grinder, and that's just not a pretty look.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Gilius...
But there's still 4,000 HP left on that dragon. He's gonna have to jump out, just about gets out in time. Champion Corruption used onto Kazi, the fight off the top side. Humanoid's almost down, but he manages to survive, and the Yuumi and the heals are just too much. Gilius is dead, Humanoid's alive, and there goes the dreams of Schalke as he falls as well. 13 kills to 4, about to be 14 to 4. Mad Lions, you gave Schalke a little bit of hope, but it's 0-8 for them today.
There's nothing to be hopeful for if you are Schalke right here. Mad Lions have destroyed them. Able to kite out during that one and stay afloat.
It was close until it wasn't, Ender. And Schalke had a couple of opportunities, a couple of misses to try and get away, but Arome slows him up. Justice Punch will get Abbedagge out of the zone that Arome is looking for, but the World Ender means the Darking Blade will connect way too easily. Heroic entrance!
What?
Here comes the true shot! Oh, no, he's gonna get away? Final chapter? Still killed by Kazi in the end. Gilius almost goes down as well, and Shadow's just tanking up the tower here. He has a cat on his back for good measure. He's found himself a pet on Summoner's Rift. And right now, I think we see that Yuumi is still pretty busted if you put her on a bruiser.
Between the towers.
Who cares about the towers? Shadow deliberately put that so it didn't stop the tower from attacking him, just to have that mental edge against Schalke. Just a little bit more salt in the wound. Now he's going to tank up the tower.
I can't wait till we see
he's standing under the tower.
His HP, all his tank items have basically turned off towers in this game, so he's allowed to do that. That's totally fine. He's picking up the wave, because again, there's another tower up there that he needs to kill while his team is dancing inside of the Schalke base.
Oh man, it's like, this is the Mad Lions that we have seen throughout the entirety of the split. They find a few opportunities and then they just snowball the game away from you. They are looking increasingly like one of the top teams, if not the best team in the LEC right now. And you do feel a little bit sorry for Schalke. Like the start of this game actually looked really good from them, but draft was always going to get away from them. Scaling was always going to get away from them. Bottom lane, they are 8,000 gold ahead, 17 kills to 4 up. Dragons don't really matter too much because we're so far away, we have to answer it. And Mad Lions in a very good position now as the minions push in. Gilius jumps forward and Gilius dies. The hook misses again from Dreams. Oh,
okay.
Never go fishing, Dreams.
His Nautilus could use some more.
Dreams plays Animal Crossing and just never catches anything. It's like, oh, they just always keep getting off the hook. Puts it in the wrong direction. Mad Lions here, 420 up as they add one on towards that. 10,000 gold lead for them, and this has turned into a demolition. Mad Lions styling on Schalke, and Abbedagge has had enough of this one as he jumps on out of the action. There goes the Nexus. Mad Lions' 7-game winning spree continues.
Very good at shredding through a lot of parts of the tankier lineup from SK, even more so. Now that they've locked the Scion in, the scaling health damage on Echoing Flames, the shotgun knees passive.
Push into him. We are starting to take over into those important levels. I'll hold it though. Caught.
Now going to try to get his way out of this one. Shifting away, using the ultimate, is going to be invisible for now, but goes right back in, self-made. step forward. Bwipo going to get in to get the flip there. Trick's now going to be in trouble. He needs to make a way out of that one. That's going to be first blood for Bwipo. They're going to keep the fight going. Crown Shot now caught out as well, and this is disaster. Gold card prepped. It's going to hit onto the Ziggs. Definitely not what you want to see.
Now get access to this Infernal means so much more as
Waiting and baiting around the corner. That's a clean vision game. And Bwipo's just walking forward. Bwipo's just going to try to kill every single member of the team. Genex already going down. Bwipo, though, caught in no man's land. Going to try to flash out to safety, but goes right into the walking corpse.
That's a new style where you find picks, you find someone slightly out of position, you can jump onto them rather than like a standard.
Mid lane are going to see Hylissang now go forward. Nocturnal coming out as well. That's just too much CC. There's nothing he can do. He throws down the ultimate, but Hylissang will not get traded back. Engages. We'll see if he can do it this time, as Gen X is now going to be the one in trouble. Heal coming out, Bwipo walking forward. That's going to be all. That's going to be a knockback, but Gen X out of mana, so he has no chance to respond here. Pulled back by Bwipo, but that means Sion's going to be in melee range. Gen X still going to get knocked back here. Bwipo playing very aggressively. They're going to tank a tower shot too. Not even the Hex Flash, but they're not really going for anything here, and it's given Fnatic ample time to set up. Now that they get this fight kicked off, all right, they're going to buy a bit more time, but it's actually Ezreal on the bottom side who has been caught out, but Bwipo misses. Bwipo misses the CC target still, though. Crown Shot will find the kill, and Fnatic cooldowns. Bwipo has no ultimate. Reckless on the backside does have his flashes for Hylissang as well, but now the TP coming in for Crown Shot. It will be a full 5v5. Reckless is the one isolated off to the side, though. Trick trying to get things kicked off. He's going to dunk back down as Bwipo caught in the middle of the team. Maybe not the target that they wanted. Bwipo locked up. The chain CC to follow. Bwipo now cleanses out, and he's not going to be able to walk out of that one, as it looks like it will be second Drake for SK. Good confidence play from SK Gaming.
Same amount of Ezreal damage as you're probably used to seeing at this game.
Yeah, and I think definitely one of the costs here is that Crown Shot is just going to get zoned away from this tower. Will use his ultimate to...
It's really necessary to also have the flash there to get away from
I'm just going to loose guess here, you know, based on my years of League of Legends experience dying to Nocturne. Definitely you'll want the flash. It will, of course, depend on Selfmade's itemization, though. Will get even easier. Going to escort this one in. Selfmade walking away, and Fnatic committing a lot of resources to the bottom side. 20 seconds to that Mountain Drake, and it feels like they are. See if he can clean it up this time around. Of course, no flash for Zazi in this fight. Bwipo trying to find the flank. Selfmade off to the backside. And Divide and Conquer appears to be the name for Fnatic here. They're looking to find those flanks, and in the meantime, I like what they're doing here. They've got TF pushing in on the bottom. They know they can use that semi-global to get into the area. Reckless fishing for a bit more damage, just a bit more poke, and Selfmade forced to ult here. An aggressive play comes in for Crown Shot, and they're going to deny that ultimate completely on the side of SK. That's a big way to start the fight, but now they're stepping forward. Bwipo going to be right to the middle of the team. Hylissang, though, getting cut down before the fight even starts in theory, but no, just barely managing to make it out. That's a big ult coming in from Trick, combined with the Ziggs. Now Nemesis is going to be in trouble, wants to finish this one off desperately, and meanwhile on the backside, Nocturne has gone down as well. SK playing that fight beautifully. Fnatic far too overconfident in the 5v5, and Reckless might be able to walk this one off.
But you also look like fools right now because you just entered into that team fight.
And the worst part is, Frostgrave, they had a huge goal lead. They can respond if they see that Nocturne ult. They can start running as soon as there's any sign of danger. But meanwhile, the mid lane, Crown Shot, that's definitely not what you needed. Now, Limit's going to try to body block. That's a golden Crown Shot, but now it might just be a dead Crown Shot. Selfmade's going to go in for that one. Disastrous play from Crown Shot. Unfortunately bad, as now the rest of the team fight should be a pretty easy clear for Fnatic, because once they get the momentum in their favor there, it's really nothing to stop them here. They're going to start to wipe SK off the face of the Rift. Trick going to try to use Bwipo as a highway to make it out to safety, and he will be free to do so. But now
Fnatic's comp also devastating with Baron because they can push all 3 lanes at once.
yeah, make it that much harder to force pack of that Baron buff, but we wanted the final fight. Mid lane certainly wasn't it, but this just might be. Are the extra stats from Baron enough to find a Fnatic a win here? Reckless does still have ultimate. Bwipo as well. There's nothing for Selfmade, though. SK, they need to clean up their execution. That's going to be Unbreakable, already used by Limit, and now that's Mountain Soul. That's going to be massive. They're pushing forward, but appreciate how special they treat us at the studio when we're left to take care of ourselves at home. But as mentioned, kind of just waiting to see where this Baron buff's going to go, and for now it is tier 2 towers breaking, sort of the standard that we expect when a team has this big of a goal lead.
Ezreal, so he can survive the Nocturne, because again, that's for me going to be the big difference, although maybe SK just get caught out again, out of position, as you can see he was actually setting up wards for that.
Now going forward, uses the Hex Flash. Gen X also used ult, but really got nothing off of that. Because SK have committed 5 members here, Bwipo's now uncontested on the top side. And meanwhile, bot lane wave is crashing for Nemesis. He's going to get a lot of damage down, and that moment of miscoordination from SK will cost them dearly.
Yep, just getting that map ripped around. And unfortunately, because the big engage ultimates were used right there, SK just get to watch their base be pulled away.
It's so wild, Frostgrim, because it feels like the brilliant plays we've seen from SK to understand their composition, to hold their ground, have been so counteracted by 1 or 2 moments of indecision or mis-execution that have just put the ball, or I keep saying that, but have put Fnatic in complete control.
And there was a conversation at the top of the day that G2 and Fnatic are not at peak form right now. We have seen these teams be better with these rosters as they were at the end of spring. that doesn't discount teams like SK and Vitality also stepping up. I think that's why the LEC feels so competitive right now. It's two things that are happening, as Bwipo might be in trouble.
Is in trouble, and he's been shut down. And of course, while we're talking about the greater... It doesn't add up, Froscar, and that's all I'll say. But the team fight might not happen in favor of SK if they cannot walk their way out of this one. But Trick has now been locked down and will get taken out before he gets a chance to use any of his cooldowns. But the Sion knockup is there. They want to turn this one around. Crownshot and Zazi remained untouched. Crownshot leaping forward again, though, but it's Bwipo on the backside. He's going to get the reset. He's going to get the fear. That's going to move on to Gen X. They have to respect Gen X's passive, though. This Fnatic will start to back away here. Crownshot very low. Zazi low as well, but Fnatic, if they just keep bullying forward into the base, they should be able to grab all 3 inhibitors.
And this twist in the story was the fact that Fnatic no longer needed to dive the back line to kill someone. They could actually just kill the front line this time around. The gold lead is speaking for itself. They are slapping SK with their wallets. They are overwhelming the base. It does not need to go to Elder. I think Fnatic got this one.
They absolutely do. We'll see what Gen X can do. Of course, the damage dealers are still alive, so Fnatic are still giving them odd, but obviously a little bit different for Nemesis this time around.
He's going for the base.
Now moving in, though, on the backside. Trick has to run for his life against Selfmade. The Nocturne too strong in the 1v1. The Gargoyle Stone Plate. Not enough to stop him from flashing to safety, but with the ulti gone, Crownshot now feels incredibly confident to take this 1v1.
Nemesis is in the base.
Oh, no. Okay, eyes on SK. What are they going to do here? What's their play? They have to play this one incredibly calmly, but now it looks like they are just going to get picked off by Fnatic. They step too far forward. Bwipo's just going to eat Limit for breakfast. And that's going to be it. One misstep. Fnatic should be able to walk in. Ziggs Blade Clear is big. Ezreal can do a lot of damage, but sadly for SK, it's pretty easy for Fnatic to just move off and take both the major objectives. Although, as I say that, here comes the Sion, drifting his way around the corner. Nemesis trying to make his way out to safety, and will get cut down here. Shut down for Gen X.
SK are still trying to trade, while on top of all of that, Hilly's in the base actually trying to threaten the Nexus tower. This is Fnatic to a T. They're just constantly decision checking you. They're on the Baron, they're looking at the Elder Drake, they're in your Nexus.
Oh no.
What is this?
And for SK, they're desperate to get something done here, but it's just not going to work out for them. Trick's going to be in trouble. Selfmade leaves forward, he gets pulled back, knocked away, but still, Bwipo going to cut that one down. They're going to grab an Elder Dragon for themselves. And that hurts. SK desperate to get that one. Felt like they had the win in their hands if they could just secure that objective. But Fnatic just using those TPs to good effect. And in the meantime, Hylissang, we asked for the Trundle performance. And we're getting the Trundle performance. This man is determined. We're going in the favor of SK. This last one, though, feels like a done deal. Not a lot that SK can do here. Zazi using the satchel does open him up to potential response, but Fnatic are just taking their sweet time. Of course, only takes the low health percentage from the Elder Dragon to find the immediate executes. Does eliminate some of the value of Bwipo's ultimate, but should not be a problem as Nemesis pushes in on the top side. They're trying to crash all 3 waves at once, but that's the flash forward coming in from Gen X. Now the knockup, but only onto Hylissang. The pullback from Set. Everything being burned onto Hylissang. Potentially a bit questionable here because now it's free access for Nocturne to the backside. Nemesis walking forward. He's just going to hit the tower. Rekkles throwing down so much damage, and while Trick is still alive, is still fighting, it is simply not enough. Nemesis going forward to find the gold card, trying to finish off this kill as well. Bwipo going forward. That's going to be it. And woo! You love to see it. A clean finish coming in for Fnatic as
a Larson show on the Sazir and teaming up with Inspired as we look at these team comps. But obviously if Finn or Hans Sama start to pop off, they can do some damage with these champions. As there's the Xerxes special.
I love it. Gragas finally.
That really prioritized Drakes more so over Herald as he's hitting you.
Because Orianna, very vulnerable champion. Fortunately has enough to just one-shot the wave, so Nukeduck will catch this one. Yeah.
Does mean that the shining light for Origin is still here as Xerxes also looking to double up with Alphari. Here comes the TP.
Goes invisible, gets the second knockup. Alphari running for his life. Spin, monkey spin. Finn trying to hold on. Nukeduck's going to grab one. Now Testable and OG, they're just not going to risk it.
Vander! That was so... I mean, ultimately, Syndra didn't get involved in the play.
Out of mana, so both he and Destiny will have to retreat. Second Herald going to be used now by Rogue. Alphari wants to get something back here. Finn now needs to make it out of the area. He's going to go for one knockup. He's going to use the clone. He's going to go for a second. Xerxes, in theory, going to be trouble. Finn spinning around. Finn is going to drop. Tower aggro will reset, and OG avoid disaster, but are not able to break the tower yet.
That was a little close for comfort, however. A lot of these skill shots from Origin's camp today are not looking great, but that one did.
Vander hits the perfect hook, and just like that, Destiny's not in range. Inspired throws down a pillar, and there is no hope for upset. Brutal Froscar and Rogue are kind of just taking things away from Origin. Origin not really able to respond, just playing farm gold onto our carries, wait, stall, get a few more items, and then try to fight, because in the meantime, Rogue are taking everything that they want.
And unfortunately, Origin aren't pressuring them at all. I was looking at the gold leads from like getting a ton of gold, a ton of experience. It's level 13 to level 11, so maybe that's an option for Origin. Getting this guy in a team fight, he's going to hit like a truck. Playing him in a side lane could also be a variable, but that's...
To see Azir diving into the pit.
And now I'm curious. Really have to buckle in because they're pretty far behind. Upset has just finished his Hurricane right now, so Ashe sitting on board.
All right, that's a mystery for later. Like, if there was ever a time to bring back Medius and Vedius, it was in the case of doing exactly 45 damage. That's like a level 1 auto attack. Anyway, Rogue are pushing in the bot lane. They get a tower for free uncontested, and OG are continuing. Landed a pillar, it did damage. Vedius has confirmed it. That is what we were shown. Oh,
arrow!
That's going to be the GP ult for the follow-up. Now that Syndra's going to be in trouble. They're trying to run him down, but Vander's just buying a bit more time. Big barrel comes in from Alphari. There goes the cask. Down goes Hansama and OG. They're going to find 2 just like that back in the game.
Larssen can ruin their day. Here comes Wukong.
Big flank on the backside. Here comes Finn, leaps in. That's 1 knockup. He's exhausted. He goes forward. He gets the 2nd knockup. That's 2. It's Larssen on the backside. OG, they need to get something done. Larssen, can he fire forward? But no, he dashes in, he leaps in, but it's not going to be enough. They're shutting him down. Larssen, oh, he oversteps, and Rogue were not welcome in that pit. They tried to show up anyway, and OG are going to be able to grab this one. Inspired, it's all eyes on you. Can you steal this Baron?
We have the reset coming in. Nukeduck does have teleport. He's just restocking his mana, restocking his health, and then it's his job to zone away Inspired. Nukeduck is on the case as Vander is racing towards this pit. Here comes another TP.
They're burning everything. Every single resource left in the game. Hansama going forward. Maybe can Syndra steal it? Syndra looking for the setup. You gotta get it! Hansama, are you kidding me? Rogue throw the entire game away. OG win a beautiful fight, but it's not enough. The shutdown's coming. This oopsie in the mid lane. That oopsie in the Fnatic game. Potentially an oopsie here from Alphari. As he will get caught out. Double knockup. Inspired stepping forward, stealing away some of those distances.
Where's your oops now?
Hit. 2 for 2 from Upset early game.
It's not super punishing for Origin to throw the cooldowns right there because, again, you still have a lot of time before the important break fight for the soul comes up.
Isolated off to the side, but now the shutdown goes in on a Nukeduck. Upset trying to throw down a little bit of damage here, but Xerxes caught out before anything else can happen. Finn now zooming back to the safety of his team. GP ult used to disengage.
And immediately pull the trigger on the TP and then find a massive fight to pressure, like you said, 2 points of contact here with Baron and Soul spawning in.
And Upset has no mana, so he has to back off despite being full health because he needs the volleys, he needs that zone control. Hansama absolutely fearless here. Alphari, the only one that they're really worried about at this stage of the game. It's going to take an extended fight for Upset to be relevant, so it's 2 free inhibitors for Rogue on the back of, honestly, an over-aggressive play from the side of
So Nukeduck has pulled off. He's racing to his team. Upset should actually just throw the arrow from here. I don't create my own.
Larssen dodging out there, but that's the big cooldown taken away from Nukeduck. He's going to phase rush out to safety.
Here comes Finn.
Finn off to the side. Nukeduck going to be in trouble. Destiny needs to... Oh, Destiny's not even in the area. Destiny caught out over the wall. Does not get a chance to retreat on that one. Alphari using the cannon barrage. We talked about low econ Trundle. Sadly, it's not a low econ Gragas, but he is only level 14, which means if he steps forward, he gets one shot. I'm really just looking at this game from OG. That the coordination has not been there. In that fight, Destiny had Devour, but walked away. Nukeduck walks the other way. They're not able to get it, and it could have been getting out scot-free, getting all those cooldowns for nothing, but now maybe they find the fight. Barrel goes in, Vander caught in the middle of the team. Gargoyle's story plate though just makes him too damn tanky. Sadly, the shockwave gonna go wide, which means the rest of Rogue now feel empowered to step forward. Tower will drop as well, and whiffing that cooldown for Nukeduck has to hurt. Those are not the ones you can afford to miss at this point.
Rogue playing slow, trying to use the Empower Recall and get Larssen back, potentially with the TP.
TPing a little bit further away though, respecting Alphari and the potential burst damage. It's Larssen seemingly ready to scoop GP out of this fight. Alphari though caught out. The rest of the team now pushing forward. That's the GP flash gone. They're going to move in. They're going to take out this inhibitor as well. That's bot and top lane gone. Mid is exposed. Rogue set to close this one out nice and clean. Finn pushing in on the top side. All of Rogue barreling down mid lane. Now going to break that inhibitor themselves. That's a big GP ult. Isolated Syndra, but Vander buying so much space on this Nautilus for the rest of the team to retreat as Finn goes in for the 1v1 against Alphari. That's some revenge from the early game. Leaping in, but still denied. The heal comes out. These carries are as strong as they're going to get at this point in the game for Oscarin, so I feel like things will start to balance out.
And arrow burnt right there, as well as Alphari's ultimate. Unfortunately, Origin don't have anything in the tank, and this might be Rogue's big push.
Moving in, Larssen shreds through that one. Inspired takes essentially no damage here without dedicated fire, so that's going to be another inhibitor taken out. All 3 down for now. Of course, the timers are going to be desynced here, so I believe bot lane should be coming up in the next minute or so, but I don't think OG have enough time here. Upset doing what he can to clear the waves. Renan's looking good, but that's Xerxes caught out. Sand Soldiers are being set up. Xerxes needs to find a way out of this one. Flash out to safety, dash out as well. Alphari taking his time. But Steric's Gauge already proc before the fight even kicks off. Inspired now leading forward. Another Miracle Hook manages to land. Destiny's gonna be in trouble. That's his flash burn as well. Nuke Duck gonna go down? No. Buys a bit of time, a little bit more space made. Nuke Duck's still alive. I can't believe it. OG are playing on the edge here. They burn every major cooldown. Rover trying to burn them down with their ass. A few more autos from Upset will certainly take him out. 5K getting lower and lower. Onsama has been isolated, but the Baron's still the focus from Inspired. Only Inspired who's focusing on the Baron, however. Finn, as you said, he's in, he's waiting, he's buying a bit more time. 3K getting lower, the Baron in trouble. Can they steal this one away? It does not look like it. That is Baron for Rogue. They lose nothing in the process. They take Xerxes out, and it's double TPs back to the base. One of them is going to get canceled. Oh no, everyone on Rogue is coming in. This is it. This is certainly the last stand. Hansama here, full mana. Ready to go, poking, throwing down damage, Upset a single tower, Nuke Duck there as well. Destiny, a perfect devour is necessary, but Alphari has been killed, and this should just be it. Rogue barreling into the base, a controlled game, 45 minutes. Hansama debating if they take the inhibitor, but the rest of the team just set their sights on this one, and baby Origin no more. Rogue moving up once again to the top of the table.
And I think to use the range. On the other side, Misfits Gaming's composition, they're going to the counter pick in the top lane of the Mordekaiser versus Wukong. We talked about how Wukong's passive helps him much more against AD champions rather than AP. Mordekaiser can also just pull him immediately from a fight.
Your Kog'Maw or your Ezreal out of the fight makes these team fights pretty impossible to play against a Nazir Kai'Sa, especially a Kai'Sa who's going to shred through those tanky health bars. But now we have a little skirmish breaking out of the bottom side. Das ready to make his way over the wall, and G2 just descending on Misfits. Dan now in enemy territory, definitely not where you want to be. That one has to hurt.
Pressure that Leona and Kai'Sa can really exert.
I think you're completely right. I think the other big thing here is, we'll hold that thought, mid lane gank potentially coming out. Caps feeling a lot more confidence here. That's level 6 coming in for Kog'Maw. Massive shift in the power dynamic in lane. Jankos still going forward, getting pulled in by Set. He's going to flash forward with the ulti against the Chilling Smite, but the wall pushes him away. Bye-bye, Jankos. That has to be embarrassing. And then flashed after. There might have been a kill there for Jankos, so a bit questionable. But now we see some aggressive trading on the top side, as so frequently the story, but Wonder's just going to have to burn his cooldowns defensively, getting pulled back in. Essentially means that he should be dead. Wonder forced to burn the ultimate now to walk away. The extra movement speed's good. Second knockup, wants to pull back, Obliterate will connect, and Wonder has to flash out to safety. Lucky for him, Dan already, so it's one of those ones that usually get once per trade, rarely more than that, although Mickey gonna have to see if anyone can save him here, as Jankos appears to just be leaving him to death, but Razork still wants a little bit more here, running forward. Chilling Smite will come down, so the fight breaks out, not able to steal that one away. Mickey should grab the Herald here, and Razork potentially in trouble. Jankos going in, he gets the knockback. That's gonna be big Ezreal coming forward, forcing early Haymaker now. The shutdown comes in as well, and Fevman's gonna be in trouble, but he just dashes out.
That might not be able to reach him. That can be dangerous.
In addition, of course, Wonder taking some plates while Misfits are able to. You can see the entire team, though, just grouped around mid to let Caps pop off with this AP Kog'Maw. And Frostguard, this is such a weird game in terms of stakes.
Way too close in the standings.
There's now Razork.
Razork maybe caught out again.
1, 2, and 3. Challenging Smite. He just gets spit right back in. That's the setup. He flashes out safety. Flash done. That's the follow-up. Jankos grabs the kill when he wants to. And now he's under pressure here as Wonder and Jankos can't just look for the dive. Razork can come in here on the side, but he might not get a chance. Ooh, Wook. That was... I don't know exactly what happened there on the spectator client, but it definitely, most certainly, Febiven just died. Dug back down, Dan now on the way in. They want to get something. Cap still untouched on the backside. He's going to do so much damage. Death Realm comes out, but Wonder just flashes out to safety. Dan going to respond. Does he have the clone? No. Dan now comes out of the Death Realm, but big follow-up damage. He's low, and that means Cap's going to do double damage, soon triple. Follow-up as the extra bonus health comes in, but Dan takes 2, and Cap's 100 gold in the lead. As now...
Do you think he'll...
Oh.
He's already...
Bye, Pinoy.
Okay. Back to the main point. Caps already has the, what's the word? Needlessly large rod sitting in his pocket. Do you think he goes siege and pressure? But they are doing a really good job on making sure that guys like Kobbe and guys like Dan are finding these side lanes and still picking up a lot of farm, getting strong, and now making picks.
Could use the stopwatch to go for the aggressive engage here, but Pinoy snipes him down. Perfect all coming in from the Ezreal. Jankos leaps right over the wall, and now he's on the back line. Febiven can't get away from him. That's one powerful bear. Pinoy still free firing as Cap starts to run them down. Bio-arcane barrages from the sky, and Dan takes him into the death realm, but once he comes out, there's going to be nothing left. Goodbye. Triple kill for Caps and G2 Monster. Caps is actively burning through all of his mana, and the fact that Kobbe can now step forward and get aggressive here, but Caps does so much. Pull back from Mickey, spit out, but Doss is on the way now. They have to be careful. All goes down on the Mickey. Caps damage has to be respected, though. That's disgusting. No wonder they want to pick this champion, but now it's Febiven on the backside. Where's the Devour cooldown? It's not available, which means Caps goes down. He's going to maximize the value of that passive. Does Febiven die here? Oh, just barely able to live, but that Kog'Maw damage is disgusting.
Half of that in the last team fight.
He can do it again if they don't kill him. And as you can see here, Misfits are trying to find an avenue to kill him, but while Pinoy can peel for himself, Mikyx's sole job is now to protect Caps. He will start to back into the... And Caps just continues to rain down. Once you start running from a Kog'Maw, he will kill you. Oh, the side steps.
Dodgeball, left, right, left, right.
Nope. The W, but he knows exactly where he's gonna go. That's one. They're just... This champion is disgusting. Kobbe, can he play dodgeball? They're just waiting. They're going to land the slows first. They're going to take him out as well. The flash away. Pinoy hits the Q anyway. Oh, no.
Okay, I want to check it on itemization. It's not the Trinity Force coming out of Ezreal. Obviously, it is the Iceborne Gunblade. And gentle viewer, you can probably guess why that's a great itemization when you have a Kog'Maw who's just playing sniper rifle.
This is not interactive. The second you have to
He's
start,
really just
the second
them.
you start walking away from G2, you're dead. Because Kog'Maw just gets to keep free firing. And if you don't have flash available, you have no chance. G2, that's a 20-minute Baron. We did have a graphic prepared. We were going to have...
They don't need Barons to win. And that's why a lot of analysts really love G2's playstyle and why they've been dominant for so long. So it's reflected in that stat. You don't need...
The weakness of that style and of the strength of G2 is we now see the TP coming in and Frostgurn the difficulty down, and now they just want to close it out as nice and as clean as possible.
Oh, you say that, but it's also G2. Okay, Desperation plays for Misfits. They don't have a teleport on Febiven, but he has refreshed his health. He does have Flash about to
He's
come
half
up.
health again.
So I think Febiven's going to... I think he has to sprint in, and they just have to go for the hard engage.
Dandan's trying to find an isolated matchup versus Wunder, but the rest of G2 is just walking over. Jankos is going to waddle his way out of that one. And they're now trying to isolate Dandan. Flash forward there from Mickey. Dandan flashing out to safety. G2 just going to break down the base, and I don't think Misfits know what to do here.
The problem is that none of their members are full health when they need to be. It's probably like, okay, I'm gonna go heal up, and then I'm gonna come back, and we're gonna look for the fight. And as soon as Febiven gets back there, DOS is on 25% HP. They're never all full health.
This is an incredible performance from G2, and especially from Caps on this Kog'Maw mid. The team really setting up for success in so many of these fights, but it's a PSA, don't play this champion in solo queue. This is not what it looks like without a coordinated team behind you.
They have to go in, they're going.
That's the big set to start off. They pulled Kog'Maw back, but Mikyx has said no. He saved him for now. DOS wants to re-engage, but he's not going to get the chance. Febiven flashes in, but Caps is still alive. The Boulder goes. They know their only job is to peel for Caps, and as a result, Caps just gets to kill every single member. That's the double. Dandan's going to come out. Caps lining up for the triple, and Mickey's going to take it away in the end. Are you kidding me? G2 not touched in that team fight.
And you knew that Misfits had to do it. They realized, like, we cannot delay on pulling the trigger here. We just have to immediately sprint at them because otherwise they just chunk us out too quickly. The Kog'Maw is too far ahead.
Chilling Smite comes in. Razork certainly set to fall here. Cannot believe they come out of that team fight only losing Wunder, even with a perfect setup for Misfits. But they got all their cooldowns. Now, when Wunder responds, they have all 5 up. They could look to end, but it looks like they're just going to take their time here. Pinoy and Jankos are too low. Even with Caps at full health, how are they going to be able to get anything done? But they are monstering Misfits, and from now on, this Kog'Maw certainly needs to be respected. Ooh, Wunder waving the white flag for them. They're just going to try to end. Febiven doesn't get to play League of Legends. That's his dash burn. He can't use it to engage anymore, and Caps just continues to throw down an absolute mountain of damage. The flash forward from DOS. The ulti will not connect. Wunder trying to find space with double ult stacks. He's going to go down incredibly low. Kobbe's still alive on the backside. He's going to leap in. He's going to try and take out Wunder. Wunder's got one more reset, though. That's Kobbe finding 2. Volibear leaping in, though. It's now Febiven in trouble. Pinoy coming forward. Caps still alive. I cannot believe it. Goes golden on the ship. That was flawless. Pinoy now on a rampage. G2 cleaning house. They're going to move up to 5-3. Misfits left down at 4-4 as Caps just finishes off the remaining members of Misfits. A dominating performance from the G2 lineup from Caps. Welcome to the LEC Pinoy.
That was so dirty. Oh, that Zanya.